Batman and Robin has to be hands down one of the worst superhero games ever made. I can't imagine a single game that could be worse than this. Okay, well that was bad. But this is worse. Man, Superman has not had a good video game run. I don't know if he had like a single game that was good. Well, except maybe Superman Returns, but in all fairness, the last time I played that, I was like 10. I used a lot of cheats, and I don't really remember that game at all. Just that I'm pretty sure I had a fun time, so that could be wrong. But in 1999, a year after quite possibly the worst Batman game came out, a small company called Titus Interactive said, oh yeah, we could do worse. And apparently, not even DC was confident in them. According to Eric Kane, after securing the rights to making this game, DC Comics actually called him and asked him 3 different times if he was sure he knew what he was doing. Something you think DC Comics would have asked Rocksteady during Suicide Squad, or hell, most of the people creating their stuff nowadays. This game is often regarded as one of the worst video games ever made, and many other reviewers have already talked about this game, but could it be as bad as they say it was? Yeah. Looking at the cartridge, you might have noticed that there's no title. Because of this, most just refer to this as Superman 64. But in actuality, the game is called Superman: The New Superman Adventures. But it's not on the box art, the manual doesn't say it. Hell, the in-game menu doesn't even say it. You know where it does say it? Right here on the spine in the back of the box. You know, the cardboard box that nobody ever keeps. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's not the New Superman Adventures, it's the New Superman Adventures. Okay, I wanted to make a joke about this, but Titus is a French company, and that's just the French word for adventure. Your language sucks. Wait, what's this? All of his superpowers? You know, I played through this game, and I can assure you, it's not all of his powers. There's no super mathematics, no super weaving, no super appearance changing, no super amnesia kissing, no super caller ID, and no super rainbow fingers that produce tiny replicas of himself. Alright, enough stalling around, let's just get this review started. Wow. Really? This is the menu you want to go with? And listen to that music. Clearly on an epic scale, along with the likes of John Williams himself. Alright, let's just, new game, let's go.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
The game starts with this opening of Lex Luthor standing near a portal with Superman's friends, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and that guy. Lex Luthor is throwing them into the virtual world. No, not that guy. You can take Jimmy Olsen, no one likes him, but not that guy. You will never find your friends in this. Well, okay, I guess it wasn't that important.
Then there's no time to waste.
And here we are. If you want to save your friends, solve my maze. Okay, so this is obviously the tutorial to get us used to the game. It's simple enough, flying isn't too bad. For an older game system like the Nintendo 64 at least. You fly through the rings, you can only miss a few until Lex wins. But you know what? This wasn't that bad. Well, I'm sure the rings aren't going to become a recurring thing. Okay, last ring, and lift the 2 cars before they crush the innocent people! Do it! Do it now, Superman! Do it before it's too late! Well, okay, geez, that came out of nowhere. Didn't even give me like a chance to breathe. But I did it, no problem. Don't really know why Lex programmed cars to run into virtual women. Or why Superman should care. I mean, they aren't real. Is he gonna be like Optimus Prime and kill himself for letting fake virtual people die? If you want to save your friends, solve my maze. You're kidding.
It is even funnier the second time.
Okay, sure. Maybe this is another tutorial to make sure you got flying down. Fair enough. Let's go through that and put the police car at the end of the road. Do it now, Superman. Do it. Do it now. Holy fuck. Rocket launchers? Man, Metropolis cop cars must be made out of vibranium or something. Oh, wait. This is the DC universe. Prometheum? Okay. Simple enough. Let's just pick the cop car up, fly them across, and, what happened? Why am I stuck? Okay, maybe I'll just put the car down and... Well, I'm sure that's not a warning of things to come.
There's no
Okay,
time to
I gotta go
waste.
through the fucking rings again? Well, I guess the challenge is part of this, I guess. I got it done the second time easily. You just gotta keep it close to the ground. If you want to save your friends, solve my maze. Fucking really?
This joke has gone far enough!
This isn't the entire game, is it? There's no way this is the entire game. Flying around through rings and then doing a WarioWare-esque minigame? Okay, so there's 14 levels total in this game. And thankfully, no, this isn't the entire game. It's just half of it. For the sake of this, I'm not going to talk about all of them because they're all the fucking same. You fly through rings, do a mini challenge, rings, mini challenge, and rings. This is so lame. I mean, you don't see Batman going up against the Riddler and have Riddler be all like, well, Batman, can you solve my riddles? And then he makes you race on a track. Okay, bad example. I guess this is supposed to be like Superman getting to the next location with the mini challenges being folks in trouble that Superman has to help out. Like the skateboard kid who's skating in a canal. Where are your parents? He's attacked by the Dark Shadows, aka the silhouette guys that are the bulk of Superman's foes in this, so he's not actually beating up real people. They're actually robots made by LexCorp to do Lex Luthor deeds. And I'm sure this didn't raise any red flags at the sharehold meetings. Very few of the challenges are just okay. A lot of them are bullshit, especially the ones that involve the shadow guys shooting rockets at you. Again, flying in the outside zone isn't too bad. But that's mostly because it's an open area. Which, by the way, the draw distance is shorter than the Shockmaster's career.
The Shock Master! Alright! The Shock Master!
Oh, God.
Okay, I get that most games give you draw distance to limit the strain on the hardware. That makes sense. But this isn't an open world. Each of these ring stages are in a set piece. You couldn't just give us a little bit more to see through the fog? This fog that's supposed to be kryptonite fog? So what you're telling me is that Lex Luthor basically irradiated all of Metropolis. Each level is basically the same challenge of either saving civilians or stopping some enemies. And after like the second time around, it warns out its welcome. And there's 7 of them. After completing this level, we're greeted with, back up, Superman. I don't think the kids would appreciate getting flashbanged by your super nips. In order to save your game, you gotta use the Nintendo 64 memory pack. A thing that I have, but was almost fairly certain this wasn't a real thing and it was just like a scam. Because you can save most games into the cartridge. Fucking Mario 64 lets you do that, and that came out with the console. This game came out well into Nintendo 64's life. So in between those levels of epic proportion, there's action stages, which has Superman in enclosed space indoors. You guys couldn't have zoomed in just a little bit? What the fuck? Why is it like this? It looks like it's telling me something, like the bomb's location or something. But why this whole open area? Is my game bugged? Is this something that came with all copies of the game? Why is it like this? Yep, definitely a mystery on why that's like that. Yeah, there's actually supposed to be something here. It's a Daily Planet newspaper webpage kind of deal. I don't know if it does anything besides just like telling you the basics of this level.
Would you like to know more?
This looks like a job for Superman.
Oh god, the movement is terrible. Yeah, I know I said the flying was good, but that was in the open area. Flying indoors fucking sucks. The movement sucks too. What the hell's up with this running animation? And you immediately have to fight these guys, which they shoot extremely accurately, but they also explode. So you can't go and punch them, because then they explode in your face. But you can't pick them up to throw them, because then they explode in your face. Even the boxes explode. How the hell did that get approved, Lex? Oh, who was that? A villain? Well, time for me to bring in justice. Take that, and that, and Why aren't you fighting back? Superman beats up women. You're too late, Superman. You'll never stop the bombs without the help of the damn workers. And then she just runs off. Come back here, whoever you are. Okay, gotta save the dam workers. They're underwater, guarded by this giant electric eel. I have so many questions. Why did What's-Her-Face put it there? Is Metropolis water supply salt water? How come this thing can defeat Superman? The bio states that only kryptonite can harm him. I mean, it is wrong. He's also weak to magic and other powerful beings like Lobo and Darkseid. Does that mean this eel's from Apocalypse? That would explain a lot, actually. After draining the water and killing the innocent eel in the process, we go to talk to the scientist, who gives us keys to get to the bombs. You know, Superman probably could have just busted through the doors. Again, these guys are virtual, they aren't real. Unless Lex Luthor also trapped real dam workers in this virtual reality. So we go back upstairs, up the elevator to access the computer that's the farthest away from us at the beginning of the fucking level, just so that we can go back and access these two doors. But not before this person, her name's Mala, she's literally only in the cartoon, is here to stop me. And she's as easy to beat as going through here to stop these robots from shooting at me and then just spam punching her. So let's go get those bombs. Alright, let's see. How do I stop these bombs? Well, punching them don't work. Picking up and throwing? Nope, not that either. Hey, you know what it fucking needs? A power-up. Yeah, in one of the random hallways in this level lies a power-up coin for Superman's super breath. You know, because he's coin-operated apparently. If you don't get it, you're not gonna beat this level. How fun. I love when my progress gets stopped because of random bullshit. So, restart the level, go through these robots, save the nerds, beat up this lady who never shows up again even though she ran away, and breathe on the bombs to end the level. Level after going through the next set of rings is LexCorp. I guess Superman is just gonna start beating the bold bastard. Can't blame him. And good God, Lex, did you forget to pay the electric bill or something?
Why should I waste money lighting the whole store?
This level is almost entirely dark shadows, and they go down in one hit. Almost makes me wonder why the first level is full of robots that blow up. We can't use the elevator, because then Lex will just video call to mock us. Again, Superman, just fly up. But I know, without that there would be no game, so let's go ahead and humor Lex. But what exactly does Lex want us to do? Here, how about this weird thing? Maybe I'm supposed to bring it to the elevator. No, it's okay, Superman. Take your time. Lives are only at stake here. Why does this thing just bring up a hollow projection of Superman's face? What is this exactly? I don't know, but it wasn't what we were supposed to do, so let's see. What else? Oh, of course, we have to go into this room to find this random note with a random code that does change each time you play this level from Luthor to Parasite. And he just left this super important code in the open where literally anyone could find it. Well done, Superman. You found a random work note. Now on to stage 2. Oh, of course, a kryptonite room. You know, I'm kind of surprised that no one is questioning why one of the world's wealthiest men have a weird, strange fascination with glowing rocks that produce radiation that also just happens to be Superman's one weakness. Whenever you're near kryptonite, there's this bar at the bottom and then your health starts going down, which, honestly, in a good game, this would be a cool game mechanic. Here, it's just annoying. Your health drops really quickly, but that's what the code Luthor gave Parasite was for. Why the fuck is he giving Parasite the codes to stop the kryptonite? He seems like one of the only few people who wouldn't be affected by the radiation. Although you can just skip this part entirely and just go to the elevator in the next room. Next area, this mission control area. Oh, what's this? Choose an enemy. Okay, how about this guy? Hey, we're on the same side now. Okay, I'm stuck. What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh. Go up to this random keyboard and interact with it. Of course. Actually, this is just a puzzle. Each keyboard does something different to it, and you have to solve this puzzle before the time's up, in which case I guess Lex would win? I don't know, I didn't get to that. And I'll give you 3 guesses on what a 6-letter password for a guy like Lex Luthor would have. There's nothing to this puzzle, you just have to... oh shit, okay. Yep. Fell through the floor. Okay, what do I do here? You don't want to play anymore? Luthor, not now, I'm tripping balls. And boom, back into the kryptonite room. Okay, let's just run back to the password area. There we go. God, almost had some tension there. Alright, final area of the level. Brainiac is here. Seems kinda early for someone like Brainiac, but hey, at least he's better than Mala. Time to show him what for. And after hitting Brainiac a few times, he just says fuck it and runs off. Well, these robots did a lot. After that, reread all of Luther's notes on the desk. Ah, Superman. You see, I am protected by this. Hey, wait, where are you going? Don't read my letters. Okay, so did Lex Luthor actually get Darkseid to write him a letter? About Jimmy Olsen, no less? So this convoluted idea is how Superman actually finds where his friends are. As planned, I have Professor Hamilton at Star Labs. I'll drain him dry.
Hey, phrasing!
And with that, it's up, up, and away! Oh, for fuck's sake, Superman, you couldn't have at least used a window that was already broken? Next level. Looks like we have to save Lois, who looks slightly annoyed. She's in this warehouse and oh my god, the draw distance is fucking terrible. This has to be one of the worst. Well, actually, I think Batman and Robin might be actually worse than this, but this is generally horrible to play with. It's especially terrible when you remember that Lex Luthor created robots that are completely black. Superman, help! Don't try to rescue me before you stop them all. Wow. Okay. Now, it might just be me, but I think Superman could just easily grab her and get her out of danger. But sure, leave yourself in danger, Lois. So I go around punching all the bad guys, and it's great. Superman is so bulky and the insides are so tight, it's like I'm driving a tank. And so I defeated everyone and proceeded to run around, wondering what I'm supposed to do. Like, come on, Lois, I beat everyone. Let me just tear the wall open or something. But guess what the fuck I have to do? Did you guess fly up to this small area that you have no idea to look for because of the draw distance, where there's this random computer and you have to activate it? And with that, the force field was deactivated. I thought, okay, maybe it was one of these doors, because it looked force fieldy. But no, it was Lois's prison. Apparently that was a force field. I thought that was glass. Boy, I would hate for this to be a recurring thing in this level. So with that, Lois is saved. Or she would be if she didn't immediately make you go through some more crap. I found out Luthor is smuggling weapons into Metropolis. Okay, Lois, LexCorp has a weapons manufacturing branch. This is his warehouse. I don't think he's smuggling them. So she gives us this task, and then she fucks off in enemy territory. And immediately gets fucking caught. God, it wasn't even 5 seconds. So we run around till we find a key card, go to that area it's specified, and oh no, it's a kryptonite room. Just gotta walk around it and touch these 3 consoles to open up the area to where Metallo is. Punch that nerd a few times and then he runs off, and then you only have a few seconds to interact with these 3 consoles. Boy, I would hate for this to be a recurring thing in this game. And then Lois is just there, looking bored.
Total surprise!
Luthor has created an assembly line to build Lexoscale 5000s. I'm gonna go investigate it. Oh no, they're back! Please help me! Lois, for fuck's sakes. Oh, okay, these guys are just standing here waiting for us to end this conversation. Well, that was nice of them. So now we gotta stop this robot assembly line that's just gonna keep pumping out robots. It's just this random console hiding in a random room. So after that, we go into this room with these light beams. So of course, the puzzle is you have to take these random boxes, which I remind you, most of the boxes explode when you throw them, and then drop them into the beams to disrupt them.
I never asked for this.
Oh, hi Lois. Guess you got captured off screen. So now we have to deal with this escort mission. Lois runs, I'm pretty sure I can walk faster than this, for like 5 seconds, and then she walks so fucking slow. Like, Lois, come on, let's go! Oh, great, yeah, these guys are just waiting to shoot her. And then she'll just keep walking like most escort missions do for some fucking reason. Because, you know, why the fuck wouldn't you just walk away from the danger? Oh, and in case you had the bright idea of just going ahead and fighting and defeating the enemies before she gets there, if you go too far, which actually isn't that far, she gets jumped and then you only have 10 seconds to get back. And she'll just stay in place. I stopped playing Donkey Kong 64 for this. Lois, all I'm asking for you is to not run into the fucking bullets!
Damn you!
After that, we have another fight with Metallo. Riveting. Next level, we're at the Daily Planet's parking lot. Why the fuck does a newspaper have 3 stories of a parking lot? We're here to save Jimmy Olsen. Well, maybe we can just skip this level. No? Well, alright, let's go save Jimmy. So I hope the draw distance in the last 3 levels wasn't a bitch enough for you, because now we have 3 levels of the same fucking design, so they all look the fucking same, and it never bothers telling you where you need to go. You're just supposed to guess that you have to go down here to where Jimmy is standing at. Was that Jimmy? No, Superman, they're programmed to destroy me if you step forward. Oh no, how tragic. Whatever shall I do? Oh, okay, he actually looks fun. So we have to go find Lex's access card, which he stupidly dropped under his car. Which is somewhere in this fucking parking complex. Why the fuck did he park his car here? At the Daily fucking Planet. Also, hi, in case you forgot, Superman has heat vision. Just look at the robots and Jimmy and let's be done with this. No, of course we have to go look for this random car. Took me 10 minutes. Thank you, Superman. Darkseid plans on blowing up the building. Okay, 1. Where are his parademons? Shouldn't we be fighting them instead of these robots? 2. Why? Even if he gave a shit about the Daily Planet, which... do they know he's Clark Kent or not? Because all of these attacks are deliberately targeting Clark Kent. But couldn't Darkseid just do something more efficient than a bomb? And 3. No, seriously, why the fuck are they bothering with this in a virtual world? So we gotta find the bomb. It's in this locked room. Why the fuck does the Daily Planet have a dedicated poison room in the parking lot? Well done, Superman, but Darkseid doesn't accept defeat easily. Okay, so now we gotta look for Darkseid. Oh, fucking joy! Why is there a V2 rocket just sitting here? We never acknowledged this, by the way. It's just there. It has nothing to do with this level. God, where the fuck is Darkseid? Where is he? Why do they think this is a good state to release this game in? Did no one fucking play test this? Fuck it, take that random cop car. Seriously, where the fuck is this fucker? Haha, Kryptonian. I'm here for... oh, fuck! What the fuck are you doing to me? No, Ugh. Okay, now then, as I was saying, God damn it! Let me down, you son of a bitch! I was waiting for you, Superman. I will destroy you. On God, fuck! Okay, that was just a lucky shot. Fuck! Okay, won't happen a third time. Damn it! Take this... fuck! I'm a new god! Take me seriously! You know the boss fights in this aren't that good. Okay, let's pick him back up. Fuck!
I hate my life.
Okay, let's pick him back up and, what do I do with him? Oh, what's that? Did you say go look for Jimmy somewhere in this fucking place? Because then you'd be right! Let's take Darkseid to the police, Superman! We are in a virtual world. Why would the virtual police hold him in prison? How could the real world police contain Darkseid? It's like keeping Darth Vader in prison. And have him be guarded by the Boy Scouts. That's not gonna work out the way you think it is. So now we just have to look for the police car. The one that I blew up a few minutes ago. Luckily it didn't take that long. So who do you think we have to face on the next level to save Professor Hamilton, who is definitely an important Superman character that I didn't forget about? Well, after Darkseid, it has to be someone just as tough, Parasite. It's Parasite. You know, in the exclusive comic that came with this game, it's not really something worth fully talking about. I'm not a lamp reviewer. But in the mini comic, Bizarro is there. Why is he not in this game?
Sir, not appearing in this film.
This level actually starts you with Parasite. So of course you just walk around him. Because he's Parasite, I bet most of you don't even know who he is. This level is literally just going back and forth doing small puzzles to stop the water from rising so you can save Hamilton. Then we just trap Parasite into this area. We don't even fight him.
You were just comprised to fail, aren't you?
And then we let the professor out. We save him just so he can turn on us in the Justice League cartoon later on. God, this level was bad. And that's saying something for this game. At least it was short. Next level, the subway, and I'm not even gonna do this. This level is literally go all the way forward, then all the way back, and then you gotta go all the way forward again, and then you fight this giant robot, he blows up the ceiling, and you get out. I think this guy was supposed to be escorted here, and then he gets out, but fuck it, it didn't happen with me, I'm not complaining. Okay, finally, the last level, and okay, maybe this was just a glitch. Last level, and you're kidding me. There's a you need to play this game on the hardest difficulty in order to beat the game mechanic?
You darn tootin'! I'm angry! I have never been this angry in my entire life!
So yeah, in order to do the last ring level, which by the way, it has paths that lead to instant losing, apparently, and the final level, you need to play this game on Superman difficulty. The whole game! Okay, so before I get to the final part of this game, let me explain some interesting things about this game. There's probably a way more detailed deep dive about this on YouTube than what I'm about to tell you, so if you're actually interested, go check that out after this video. But apparently, according to sources, this game went through development hell. The original plan for this game was a 3D open-world action-adventure video game that incorporated real-time strategy elements, allowing players to behave as a superhero. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like what the Spider-Man games are nowadays, you know, going around the city and stopping crime and all that. And it would stretch the Nintendo 64 to its limits. Unfortunately, no one informed Titus that the 64 was as limited as a wet tissue. Not only that, but a few days before the deal was finalized apparently, Warner Brothers' licensing team underwent some changes, in which the new group instantly hated this project and actively tried to stop it. So you know, Warner Brothers being dumbasses and not knowing what the fuck they're doing isn't a new thing. They wanted to turn the game into a SimCity style game, where Superman would be the mayor. And they're the reason why this game is set in a virtual metropolis. It's to prevent him from harming real people. Superman.
Then there's no time to wait.
They didn't want Superman to fight crime. And also be a mayor. So, you know, Warner Brothers being bastards who don't know how the fuck Superman works isn't a new thing. Would this game still be good after all of the bullying Warner Brothers did to ensure that this game would suck? No, I don't think so. Apparently only 10% of the original design made it into the final product, and already before the changes, it was overly ambitious for the Nintendo 64. There was an attempt at porting it over to the PS1, which probably would have been a lot better and something they should have done in the first place, but that was ultimately cancelled. Okay, so in order to get to the final level, I have to be in Superman mode, and do it all over again. Or, select last game.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Yeah, so it turns out this game's poor design worked to my benefit. So now we're at the last level, Brainiac's ship. I'm not even going to try and connect the pieces together and wonder why Brainiac has a ship in the virtual world, but apparently Lex used his technology to create this virtual world, so who knows. You have to find these precursor orb-looking things to counteract Brainiac's control in the virtual world. Whatever, I don't care. Why does Brainiac have cardboard boxes in his ship? Brainiac shows up, taunts you, and we're at the final boss. 2000? I don't know, game, you tell me. Here's how this part works. You go through random portals. That's it. Either your number goes up or it goes down, and you have to get it to equal 2000. There's no way to fucking know which portal does what. Shadow of the Colossus wish it had this epic of boss fights. Oh, hey, Jimmy! The fuck you doing here? Thank goodness you're here. You must find a way to stop the robots. I'll wait here. Okay, Jimmy, that sounds like a horrible idea, but sure, let me go off ahead and, Jimmy, I swear to God. God, I can't leave you fucking people alone for 5 minutes, can I? After you laser some things, you and Jimmy, oh, wait, Jimmy, where are you going? Jimmy, what the fuck? By the way, I forgot to mention, there's no checkpoints in this game. So if you lose, you gotta restart the entire level over. We were near the end of this level. This level takes an hour to beat. No, of course what you're supposed to know is that you have to fucking do the ice breath on Jimmy so that he becomes frozen in there while you're out here. And then you have to push him across the bridge. Oh, but don't let him fall over because then you gotta restart. And then he also falls while you're doing it and you'll still get hit by these laser lightning things. Lois was with me when she was caught. Of fucking course I have to go save her again. God forbid you guys just don't. So you fly over to Lois, beat up some crabs, only for her to do the same fucking thing, so of course we gotta put her on ice. You know, I can just pick them up. Why is it like this? Great, now I'm at the very end of the game with no health and I have to hear this heartbeat constantly. You will never destroy my technology, Superman. And here we are, the epic final boss fight against Brainiac. And let me tell you, it was a super tense fight with my low health.
You've killed me!
Good.
But wait, there's more, because my suffering can't just end. Now we gotta find 3 random bombs in different areas. Why does Brainiac have an auto-destruct system like this? You take the first bomb and you have to put it in the center of the lightning room, for fuck's sakes. The next 2 aren't that difficult. It's almost like they stopped caring at the end. It's the same deal with both of them. You pick them up, take them to the teleporter, activate them, and then run into the teleporter. You have to do that twice. Then you just go to the end portal. Really subtle there, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the budget just ran out, so from here on out, just bear with us.
And then you win. Well done! You managed to get your friends out of this nightmare. But unfortunately, according to this face, nightmare has become reality. But in the real world, Lex is still out there. Oh yeah, all of my favorite Superman stories often have Lex Luthor get away scot-free. This game sucks! Oh wait, I forgot to mention the multiplayer. I'm surprised that no one's ever talked about it yet. In multiplayer, you play with 4 of your friends, and you can potentially lose 3 friendships simultaneously. You can play as 5 different people. No, not Superman, or Lois, or Jimmy, or even Lex Luthor. You get Darkseid, Brainiac, Dark Shadow, Metallo, and Mercy Graves, who, by the way, only made an appearance in the multiplayer part. Who the fuck would want to play as her, Metallo, or Dark Shadow? There's Battle Mode, where you fly around a small area, having to deal with the draw distance as you try to find and destroy your opponent, which, by the way, he's very tiny and hard to spot sometimes. There's Racing, where the one in front flies around shooting rings behind them, while the other player has to reach to them and take the lead. It's great. I was in the lead for most of the 10 minutes, and I still lost somehow. You know what? I'm not surprised no one talked about multiplayer. This game gave me an ulcer. I did this to myself. I was warned not to play this game, and I still did. But Batman and Robin is still worse. This game was bad, no doubt. I wish to never play this again. And I beat it, so I never have to. But as one of the worst games ever made, maybe one of the worst developed games, at the very least it wasn't Batman and Robin where it expects you to find clues with no help and do bullshit platforming with tank controls and enemies that can kill you in one hit. At least it's not Suicide Squad, where it regurgitates the same piss-poor gameplay loop and actually expects you to give it money, all the while ruining a perfectly good series of games. And at least it wasn't Highlight, a game that... Oh shit, Highlight might actually be better than this. Okay, with that, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and comment down below to give this video some engagement for the algorithm, because we know YouTube ain't helping. And if you haven't already and you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification so you can be alerted to when new videos are out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you guys take care.